grapefruit, fresh oranges, swimming pools. I'm in Arizona, Kansas City, and you know what Arizona doesn't have? It doesn't have you. Hey guys, Scott here with episode 9 of KC Discussions. Long time no see. Well, I can't see you, but you can see me, or I'm hoping you see me. Otherwise, I'm just staring into a camera. It's an open room, but either way, I'm back. I've been gone for a few weeks. It's been a busy few weeks. We had a little bit of a lull there until this past weekend. So I'm back. I'm probably not going to be back on track every week, but as events come up, I will keep up. I will try once a week, but no more than every other week. I'd like to at least keep the 30 days and counting fresh in everybody's head, talking about whatever's going on. However, with us going into the prime part of the season, I don't think I'm going to be short with any points of conversation. So, all right, let's get talking here. So, all right, so not this past weekend, but the weekend before, I'm going to talk just for a brief moment. I'm going to post the link to a video where I had this same conversation down below. So if you want to see more in depth or more interested in this conversation, feel free to click on that link. But the Bring Your Own Valentine's Doubles, that Rhonda and Ben Crosby run, that event was canceled. And the reason it was canceled, really the base of it comes down to the fact of the wear and tear on the Rosedale course. We all know here in Kansas City and throughout the Midwest, we've had a really rough winter. It's been very wet, constant snow. But what happens is everybody gets so homebound where they can't get out and play that the moment we get sun, any kind of halfway decent weather, everybody flocks to these courses and they tear these courses up. People don't realize what it takes, but people are real quick to discourage or complain about the conditions of courses and why aren't people doing this and why isn't that being done. And a lot of us don't even think about what's happening to the course when we go out and play on the courses themselves. And we can try to pick which course is the driest, which one irrigates water the best, but really, we need to stay off those courses. I applaud Ben and Rhonda for what they did for canceling that to save on Rosedale. In the long run, I'm not sure what it does, but any little thing helps. So I really, like I said, applaud them, and I think more people should listen to that. But again, once it's nice, doesn't mean we need to go out on the course. If you want to play, go to an open field where it doesn't get any kind of real traction like that. Throw some shots, put a set temp basket up, create some safari golf if you really need to play. But the courses just are not going to ever grow. A course like Rosedale, where it's so hard packed already, it's because it's years of that happening. It gets no time for grass to come back in if it's to get reseeded or anything like that. It's just never going to heal. So take that into thought. Anytime there's bad weather doesn't mean the moment it's nice that we should go out and play disc golf. I know we love to, I want to, you want to, but be respectful of the course. Again, check out that video down below in the links if you want to hear more about the conversation or be a part of that conversation. So, all right. So last weekend, we had the Kansas City, or Shawnee Mission Frostbreaker, which was the very first event of the Kansas City mini-series. I've started doing a little bit of segment of Kansas City mini-series in review, talking about what's going to happen prior to the event, a little bit more specifics to the details. Once I get those results updated, I'll actually create like an after show, so to speak, where we'll talk about where people are at in the standings for the Kansas City mini-series. So, but let's kind of go through some of the reviews real quick. Again, links are all down below, so you're welcome to check these out in case you don't want to listen to my full spiel. And I'll be kind of quick, just talk about the first couple. But I was in Las Vegas for this tournament, so I did not physically get to see the conditions. However, it did snow in Las Vegas and was cold, and I was in a jacket almost the entire time. Wasn't as bad as Kansas City, but it wasn't what I wanted to be in Las Vegas. So I know, boo-hoo me, right? So, all right. So, winning in the open division, Tom Gilberg is a 966 rated pro player, shot at 1,004 and 1,013, so basically about a 1,006 average over his 966 current rating, shooting a -13, winning $235. He beat out Isaac Heinen and Jose Osa, who were both 3 strokes back, so great win for Tom. So we had one open women, Caleb Barron playing. Our Pro Masters, Travis Trober beat out Drew Stevens by 2 strokes. Looks like he shot a 974 and a 917. He's 950 rated, so he actually even shot below his average to win that one. So sometimes we'll take that. In our advanced division, up-and-comer Zach Owen out of Lawrence beat out Nick Jarvis and Dakota Dodd by 3 and 4 strokes respectively. So did really well there. And Masters, Paul Beard winning by 3 strokes over Robert Utes. Our MA50, Mr. Randall Mullen himself, winning by 3 strokes over Patrick Van Hookey. And let's see here. Yeah, Randall is a 905 rated, shot a 925 and a 928, so about 2 to 3 strokes over his average. So, and then we move over to our other day, which is, I actually think I had them reversed. This was actually Saturday. Ones I just went through were Sunday, but I went through in order of division. In intermediate, Luther Hargrove and Christopher Ford both tied at -2, winning over the next place by 2 strokes. Assuming that the order is correct on the PDGA website, it looks like Luther won the playoff. So good job there, Luther. Women, we had 4 intermediate women players. Elizabeth Borg Bowman winning by 9 strokes over Debbie Pokingham. So a very good win. Becca Kephart, Ladies of the Chains. Check that podcast out if you haven't seen it yet. Desiree Potts, so 4 intermediate women. Recreational men, Lee Davis winning by 7 strokes. Let's see here. He does not have a PDGA rating, so he actually didn't get rated, but it looks like based on those scores, 54, he shot 54 both rounds. Looks like it's approximately a 930 rating. So it was either his first tournament or he hasn't played enough to get a PDGA, but at 930, you know, he's good win for Rec. So, but it's time for Mr. Lee Davis probably to look at intermediate in his next event. But he won by 7 strokes. We had 4 juniors, 1 18 and under junior, Quinn Napier, 3 12 and under juniors. These are boys. Looks like Hunter Herman winning. Actually, I take that back. I didn't look far enough on this. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 juniors total between boys and girls. And out of all of them, 5 dropped out. So what that tells me is those conditions sucked. So it looks like there was actually quite a few. I mean, even in Rec, there was 1, 2, 3, 6 DNFs in Rec, 2 in intermediate. I'm not going to go back to advanced and pro. So he definitely lost a few people after that first round. So those conditions must have not been good. But it's the first tournament of the year, and it's called the Frostbreaker. It's cold. It's always been cold, so people know what to expect for that event. But so actually the 12 and under junior men and the 18 and under, they all DNF. So I don't really have a winner for those. However, it's funny here is there's 12 and under junior girls. There were 2 of them. 1 DNF'd. Virginia Pokinghorn finished it out, shooting plus 58 on the day. And on the girls 10 and under, Ava Meyer stuck it out. She was 1 of 2 that's finished the round to get that win. Ava Meyer also has a podcast. Check out her stuff. She's doing a lot of good things as well. But ultimately, pretty full field. 71 on the Sunday, 66 on the Saturday, not counting all the DNF. So that is the Shawnee Mission Frostbreaker. That is the first event of the Kansas City mini-series. So again, those links and results and stuff are down below, so make sure you check those out. The next event is the Can You Waiko, which is KC mini-series event number 2. That event is full for the Saturday for Pro and Advance. However, if you want to get on the waiting list, feel free. There are about 15 spots left for the intermediate rec day. And when I talk about the list below with the results and stuff, that's going to be on the KCFDC schedule and surrounding link. And that shows the entire thing of Kansas City. So that way, just in case you're looking for that one specific link, it's under that one header, which brings up a Google Doc, which will give you everything. But anyways, Kenny Waiko said full Saturday, almost full on Sunday. We're going to use a partial of the Kansas City wide open layout. We're going to use 6 temporary holes that we're going to use during the wide open layout, 12 normal holes throughout the course. for the Canyon Waiko, assuming there's no snow on the ground, which who knows really at this point. I'm going to try to put some rope down. The rope that we're going to use in the Canyon Waiko, though, will not be used during the Kansas City Wide Open. But the layout and the hull structures will be. I'm working with Chris Timko. He wants to see how the course flows with the course. Being a Canyon Waiko tournament director, I want to kind of abide by the history and make that course harder. So it's the easiest way for me to say that. So, all right, well, that's pretty much what I have for this episode. Check out as soon as I'm done here, the 30 days and counting. You got the Cass County League still going on. Regular leagues start up in April. We've got Lift Coefficient, and we've got Monkey Island, Wilbur, the Wilbur Wonderland Part 2. Lots of events going on in the next 30 days. Make sure you check them out. If you like what I'm doing here, Kansas City, please like, share, subscribe. All those kind of things go a long ways when other viewers come to see what's going on. The bigger those numbers get, it shows that a lot of people are more interested and there's a lot more activity, and it makes people want to be involved in those. So help with what we're doing. Until next time, I love you, Kansas City. See you later.